Hello everyone, welcome back to our Jump in Jan. Today we are taking a look at roll-up summary fields, which are really cool and very useful. But the key thing about a roll-up summary field is that you must have a master detail relationship already. They do not work on lookup relationships. It has to be a master detail. So if you've been following on our Jump in Jan series, then awesome. You would have set this all up. If you haven't, then I would recommend you either go back and check out our videos or use an existing org that you have, or just watch and see what you can learn just by watching this video. So just to explain where we're at for our example, we've got a couple of different objects here called jobs and job applications, and each job can have multiple job applications for it. So you have one job open for a Salesforce admin role, and then there's multiple people who are applying for that job. Now in each job application, it's linked to a job and then also to a contact, and these are master detail relationships. So the job application is the detail, and then we've got these two master objects. One of them is the contact, so we can see who is applying, and the other is a job, so we can see what they're applying to. Now we want to create a roll-up summary field, and we're going to do this on the job object. Let's do it on the job object. All right, so we're going to jump into our setup menu, and we use roll-up summary fields to automatically calculate pieces of information about all the detail records associated to a master. This is why you need to have that master detail relationship, otherwise it's not going to work. So the roll-up summary field, think of it like someone standing on top of a hill and literally rolling up a carpet or rolling up a giant ball, like dragging it up towards them. And along the way, it's kind of collecting everything on that hillside. It's like all rolling up to this one object. So you always want to create it on the master object, detail object, because it rolls up all the information about any of the related detail objects. So for us, in our example here, in our job application, we have contact and job, and we're going to create our roll-up summary field on the job object, which is the master. So I'm going into my object manager, I'm searching for job, and then in here I'm going fields and relationships, and I'm going to go new, and we're looking for the field type called roll-up summary. Here it is, roll-up summary. If you don't see it, all right, it's probably because you don't have a master detail relationship. So this is a read-only field that displays the sum, min, max value of a field in a related list, or the record count of all records in a related list. So there's 4 different things that it can do: sum, min, max, and count. All right, so let's take a look. We're going next. Enter field name. What do we want to calculate? Well, it would be useful to see on each job, so on the Salesforce admin job, how many people had applied for it. All right, so we might call this one number of applications. All right, and our description is counts the number of applications for this job. Next. All right, summarize object is our detail relationship, or our detail object, which is our job applications. And then you can select one of these 4. All right, so I'm just going to go count. All records should be included in this calculation. Yes, but you could say that only certain records that meet this criteria should be included. But we're just going to say all of them should be included. We'll go next. Visible to everyone. Just make sure it's visible to yourself, the system admin. That's the most important one when we're learning. If you don't make it visible to yourself, you're in a bit of trouble. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and save that. It's on our page layout. So if I come back into my page here, once that's loaded, and then I'm just going to refresh my page, and we're going to check out on my job object or on my job record where that roll-up summary field has ended up, and what the heck it looks like. So I'm jumping into this job here, and I just went ahead and created a few different job applications that were all applying for this one job, so that we had some stuff here. All right, so here's my roll-up summary field. It's called number of applications. We just made it. and it's automatically calculated 3. I did not have to type that in. And notice that I can't edit it. All right, it is a read-only field, which is great because no one can mess that up, right? No user can come in and put in their own thing. And all it's doing is it's looking at all of the related job applications here and just counting them up. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then it's displayed it there. So awesome, that was nice and easy. Let's create another one just so that we can get an idea. I'm going to say new, roll-up summary. And this time I'm thinking, well, in our job applications, there's actually I think there's like a requested salary field. It would be pretty interesting to know what the average requested salary is for this job. So I might say average requested salary. So it's going to look at all of the different requested salaries, and then it's going to give me the average of them for this job. Oh, sorry, maybe I'll go, average isn't there. Sneaky. So I might go min, which means that I should really actually go back and change the name of this, shouldn't I? Minimum requested salary. Min. What I could do is work out the min and the max using this, and then just create a formula to do the average. All right, next. Yep, visible to myself. And I'm actually, just because I can, I'm going to do the max as well. So here's my roll-up summary field. Next. All right, max requested salary. Pretty interesting, actually. Imagine if you could see this for all of the jobs that you were applying for. All right, requested salary. Next. And we'll save it. Perfect. So now if we come back to our job record and we just refresh our page, we're always testing it every point. You want to make sure that you're testing. Because guaranteed you'll put it live and people will point out things that you didn't even think of. So you might as well get everything you did think of. Beautiful. So here's my other requested salary fields. We can see that the minimum that someone requested was 70,000 and the maximum was 90,000. And then from that, you might want to create a formula which automatically does the average. And then if you wanted, you could just hide these. You don't even have to show them if you just wanted to see the average. So that's it for our roll-up summary fields. I hope that was useful. They're really fun. They're really easy. Just make sure that you have a master detail relationship first. And we'll see you in the next video.